Hey LWB fans, and welcome back. Today I actually want to talk about something that's not controversial but more as a thing that we hear, a secret in the wind as you might call it. But basically it's those who suddenly go viral. And I want to talk about a little bit more about it because everyone has potential to go viral, and sometimes when it happens, you just don't know it. Here I always talk about growth and how things personal self-improvement and so forth, but I always feel that it's best to look internally first to see where you can improve on, because that's how you pretty much push the needle for your channel. That's how growth works. For those who don't know me, I'm the owner of TBF Alex, which is pretty much a gaming channel about everything about its total battle. It's niched down to a single game. That was pretty much got monetized in 6 months that I created it. It's gone well and pushing really forward. But because I did that, and because it's very recent, I thought it was a good time to build a more of a monetization, self-growth, self-improvement channel, more about vlogging, which I built this channel, LWB, so I can give you guidance and real proof of concept to be able to build your channels up to give you a helping hand. Now this is brand new, it's fresh. I'm very fresh to the whole vlogging area, but stepping into it is where I wanted to give it a go because so many people do it. So anyway, let's get straight to it. Now, I meant what I said before. You're maybe one video away of going viral, and a lot of people tend to quit before that happens. Now, majority of my material that I've ever created and being on channels that failed and worked and so forth, I pretty much haven't really successfully been viral, except for the one time. And I want to go back to that, and it's a perfect example of quitting too soon before you letting it blossom. So in the past, I actually ran a channel which is called Wonder Meow, and I had this channel when I was a teen, and I made some pretty good money on that. If you watch my previous episodes, you can check it out yourselves. But what I want to show here, and especially showcase here, is that one particular video popped up 9 years ago. It went up to 71K views. This is definitely my viral video for that channel. But here's the thing. I didn't know about this at all until years down the track because I left too soon. Now this is something that a lot of you creators out there do a lot when you're brand new and you're fresh off the boat, because you're pivoting still. You don't know if your channel works. You may give up too soon. You may only release episodes once a month. There's a lot of reasons and excuses that you give yourself, and a lot of us are like that we don't give ourselves the time to really pay attention. Now, if you look at this channel made hardly anything, and that's fine because I made more money in the entrepreneur style. And very quick summary, basically I made about 30 grand from this channel alone. It wasn't about subscribers, it wasn't about views, it was about gaining the right customer and client and who to serve. Now, I have talked about in some previous episodes, check it out if you want to hear about how that works out. But besides that, that's not what this episode's about. This is more about going viral and leaving too soon. And this one here, as you can see here, it got 71K views. That got it 9 years ago, and I left too soon. I left way too soon. Honestly, if I knew this was the case during the time of doing animation, that was my thing when I was younger, I may have pivoted my entire channel towards building things more similar to this style, and that would have created the me now than the me I am today, which is very different because now I'm chasing more of a social media influence style method than the entrepreneur style, which is what I did. This channel was all about. Now at that time, it was about 600 something subscribers when I had the channel. Of course, that decreased because I left like in the first year of it. I kind of burned out. Again, another story to talk about, but I regretted it. When I came here and I figured this out when I actually hit this was my viral video. I never thought I would ever receive it. In fact, a majority of us who get this don't even know what happens until it hits us in the face. And I find that, especially a lot of you small content creators, you be in this similar boat where you didn't even realize it, and then all suddenly, smack, you just realized it and you went viral. And you didn't know, and you left too soon. And that is such a shame because, again, that would have pivoted your entire channel of how all future videos would have been like moving forward for you, because that's just how it is. And that's how most people are. They find a video, they do well, they hit a viral video, and when that viral video hits, that pivots to them on what they should be doing next for the next several episodes, and then again it hits, and so forth and so forth. Or you may be like my other channels here. The one that I went when I finally got monetized for this TBF channel here, I don't have a single video here that got viral, not a single one. All of them, pretty much I can even show you guys too. The most I've got here on my popular videos is like 4.2K, right? And that's pretty good for a small content creator like myself. And don't get me wrong, but majority of my videos are 2,000 here, 2,000 there, 1,000 there. But most of my videos are under 1,000, under 1,000 views. And yeah, they'll slowly grow, but that's not what you call viral. That's just slow, steady growth. And I'm totally okay with it because my audience is loyal to me, and I know I built something that, realistically speaking, they will come back over and over and over again because they want to hear more strategies, more news, more updates. They're not coming and going, they're coming and staying and want to learn more from it. And building something like that means a lot to me, and that's kind of what I want to try to achieve again through my LWB Alex channel, where I concentrate more about self-improvement, growth strategies, monetization, to build your channels up to get you where you are. And it already is pivoting in the way I'm looking at. So in a general channel, right, guys, especially if you're small, this is normal. 1 view here, no views there, 40 views here, 17 views here, 30 views here. And I wanted to pick that because that's realistic. This is growth. This is normal growth. You can't expect it to pivot itself. But with every video that you create, it compounds up and makes a library which people can come in and watch and be interested in what you have. And down the track, you don't know when that next video is going to be a viral hit. And that viral hit will skyrocket and forever onwards pivot your channel to where it's heading to. And that's why people always talk about, especially those who are monetization-based channels, they talk about how once you've got those particularly key videos, you just don't stop creating those type of videos. You constantly concentrate that, and that therefore pivots your channel towards where it's supposed to be at. Because maybe and I said this last time, but maybe for those who don't know about it, maybe one day your first of all, your goal was to build a monetization channel, but you then suddenly something that pivots you and goes viral, and it talks more about self-improvement. So then your whole channel becomes about self-improvement, self-development, self-awareness. So you know what I mean? Like that is what you call the pivot, the viral video that really transforms how everything works. Or you may take the other path and you just never ever go viral, but you have consistency. You're constantly getting subscribers every single week. You're getting views every single week, and it's growing every single week. So you're building a really strong, loyal community that becomes something fantastic. And that's something I want to tell you guys, because a lot of people strive to want that but never get it. It's achievable. So I've been in different boats, in different forms, and now I am here with LWB Alex and trying to turn this into more influence channel to help you guys grow, monetize, self-improvement, self-growth, self-awareness is all this what this channel is about. And that's kind of where I want to pivot it to, and it is going in the right direction. So I'm pretty happy so far where it's at. I don't expect growth to be immediate. Here's something for you guys to know. If you decide to do a vlogging channel, on my research, you are looking about a full year or more even before you even get it monetized. Because vlogging channels, especially more of the small content creator vlogging channels, there's so much out there. There are very few that blow up in the very first episode they release. And not saying that there isn't, don't get me wrong. By all means, there's a lot of channels that do grow instantly. But if you're looking at the majority, and that's kind of where I'm reaching out to now, you are going to be like that. You are going to have the low views. You are not going to maybe you never even get a viral video ever. And maybe you do. Who knows? I mean, here's a guy I want to talk about, and he's successful, Rob the Maritima. And you guys might know him, and I think he's absolutely fantastic. He talks about how he didn't monetize his channel into 3.5 years. 3.5 years before he got monetized. You get what I mean? So even guys who are successful like this gentleman here, and I think he has a great success story of where he's heading to, I want you to know that this is normal growth, and this is what you'll be looking at if you're trying to go doing a vlogging channel in particular. That's just how long it's going to take. But you have time on your hands. You have time to grow. You have time to develop. Don't be in such a rush. YouTube isn't a rush to the finish line. There's no such thing. YouTube is a long, arduous journey where there is so much pivoting that you have to go through, and a lot of things that you need to challenge yourself by, that it takes someone with a strong heart and to be willing to take the trouble, because a lot of it is unpaid. You have to walk in it with the mind frame that it's not a paid gig. It's something that you have you get nothing for a while, for quite a long while. And the reward is, of course, you're going to get, there is monetized reward systems in place, absence and everything that comes with it. But you can't focus on your channel building that way at the start. Your whole focus should be about just building content for a particular client, for a particular audience. So then therefore you are meeting the goals that you're trying to achieve. And then eventually, you never know, you may eventually hit a video that goes viral. And that video will then transcend everything that works out, or you may never ever get it. But it's okay. It's more about that if you constantly go in there with the concept idea that you want to grow each episode and you want to improve every episode that you release, then that's growth. Either you learn new skills, that you pivot new areas in your writing side, from your scripting, to your filming, to maybe talking in front of a camera, or being more pro, and I'll talk about more about that in other episodes, but things like this is what you should be focusing more than anything else. Besides that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of LWB, Alex, and I'll see you guys again in the next episode. See you later now. Bye.